in the Lenten season, we do a kind of selective readings from the Old Testament for the first readings. And that is why we already go into chapter 3 of Daniel when we have not read the genesis behind the whole story. It was like this. Daniel and his friends, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, had been taken into captivity, slavery. So in the first place, this incident is happening outside their country. It's happening somewhere nobody knows them. That is the first clue. And then they are forced to worship an idol, bow down simply. The king will just say, just bow down once, and that is okay. And then you go and do whatever you want. With these two categories, you understand why we can call these men saints of the Old Testament. Though they were far from their homeland, where nobody knew them, had ever heard of them, they still didn't say, after all, nobody is watching me. After all, at this workplace, nobody knows I'm a Catholic. If I go against what the church is teaching, nobody will see me. They didn't think that way. Though they were far from their homeland, nobody knew of their identity, they still held on to their identity as believers of God, worshippers of God, you know. We have many, these days have the Nebuchadnezzars all around. At the workplaces, when we are pressured to do things against your faith, that is Nebuchadnezzar. Wherever you find yourself, you know, those of us in the judiciary, those of us in the legislature, you know them. And these things, even those who are practicing medical field and the rest, you come between your faith and what the profession is saying. Then Nebuchadnezzar has come. What do? When nobody knows you, your identity, do you hide behind those and just, let me do it. But just once, you know, sometimes we can say, let me do it and just go and confess, I'm okay. But these men will not do that. They didn't do that. That is why they have become examples for us this morning. They stood up against that Nebuchadnezzar. But there's a bigger Nebuchadnezzar that we all know, that is sin. You know, it always comes and goes. It's always here with us, especially in the Lenten season. So let us watch out for the Nebuchadnezzars that keep coming and going. When they come like Shadrach, like Meshach, like Abednego, let us try to stay strong in our faith, even if no one knows you, even if no one is looking at you, because God knows you, because God sees you. And that is why the story ends by saying that the king was confused. And he asked, did we not cast 3 men bound into the fire? When you stand still with God, you make sure that you confuse every Nebuchadnezzar in your life. Amen. Now the king himself is confused. Is it 3 or 4? If you stand with God, you confuse every Nebuchadnezzar that will come. Let us take note of that. And then he goes on to say, but I see 4 men, walking loose. May you walk loose in the fires of your life. If God has not bound you, no human being can ever bind you. That is the truth. No human being can hold you bound forever. If God doesn't want you to be bound, he will make you free. May we stand again, still with God, when these Nebuchadnezzars come our way, especially as we go through the rest of the Lenten season. May we be strong to always stand and say that we are Catholics, we are Christians, and God will indeed turn our stories around. Amen.